But you are strong. You're squeezing me to death.
Hey guys, Paint Dog here. Today we're going to talk about the knowledge system. Something that's really unique to Black Desert Online is the way you interact with the NPCs and the environment. The knowledge system is really important to understand because you use it in everything, everywhere. So the knowledge system is used for pretty much everything in the game. It's vigor or energy or whatever you want to call it, depending on the translation. My number is 201 for the maximum. That maximum is shared between all my characters. Each character can have its own amount of energy within the maximum. I have 102 on this character. Other characters could have the full maximum at 201, or they could have absolutely none, depending if I've spent it or not. When you're AFK on your other characters, you do get energy back very slowly. You get energy back when you're logged in every 3 minutes. It says it will recover 1 point. If you're not logged in at all, you still get very slowly some energy back. Contribution, however, is one of those things that's more of an investment thing than a maximum. So I have a maximum 152 contribution, but that's what I have, and that's what I can invest. This number is shared across, both of the sides of this number is shared across all characters. So when you invest contribution points into things in the game, that number decreases on all of your characters, unlike the vigor. So vigor is per character, contribution is for your family, all of your characters. So the connections that I have made are in yellow, and you can see very clearly I've got these connections all made. Each connection requires you to invest some contribution. So contribution gets invested here, and by invested I mean that you can actually reclaim that contribution. So you can get that back anytime you want. So all of these connections cost a little bit of contribution, usually around 1 to 3 contribution to connect each node. And this increases the amount of money that I get from trade routes. If I trade something from here all the way over to Alta Nova, then I make a lot of money because it calculates the distance, but it only gives you the bonuses if those nodes are connected, for example. So in order to get contribution, you need to do missions. That's what you get for questing. You get quests by anybody who has these yellow boxes above their heads. You do quests. I'm sure there's 1,000 videos on there on how to quest and how the game works. I can create more beginner's guide later if you want, but for now this is more of an overview. We're going to quest. We go to get goods. If we turn this in, we get 150 contribution experience. So that's what we want to get. There's a lot of missions that can be done daily, like this one. So if I accept this mission, this is a daily mission. You can see that it's got the little recycle logo on it, kind of thing, whatever it looks like. So this mission is your typical go get a wagon and pass it to me mission. I'm pretty sure we all know these missions. So this is the person I have to take it to, this person over there. So I've got to figure out where are these wagons. Oh wait, there they are right there. So we have to take 3 wagons over there, and it's a little mini game where we use the right and left click buttons to keep the little target in the center. There's lots of little mini games. So completing this every day will give me some contribution. There's a lot of other missions that you can do around that are done daily as well. So basically what I like to do is figure out which missions I enjoy doing the most, and then once I do those missions on a routine, I can kind of set up where I'm going to go. So if some missions lead you certain places, and then you just figure out, okay, I'm close to this mission here, so I'm going to do this mission and this mission at the same time. Then you get a rhythm going. Hey, look, I brought you a wagon. Can I have some contribution, please? Oh no, I've got to bring 2 more, don't I? Okay. So we're going to go bring 2 more. We'll be right back. Alright, so we brought the 3rd one back. I brought you a wagon. So this objective is completed. I'm going to get another 150 contribution experience right now, plus some power experience and 2 cheer recovery. Cheer, I think, is energy. And so I complete that mission. And we got upgraded a little bit there. We get some more energy back. We got a little bit more contribution. And if we do that every day, then that's pretty good bit of contribution every day, especially if we can find a whole bunch of other missions around here to do at the same time. Then you can do them all every single day. It would be great. Then you're asking yourself, well, Payne, what do I do with this contribution besides connect nodes? Well, best thing you can do with it is to start hiring some workers. So if I clicked on Valia, for example, where I have some workers set up, you can see each one of these housing systems, each one of these houses are all costing contribution. So if I wanted to buy this furniture workshop, for example, I have to change it to furniture workshop, and it would cost me 2 contribution to make it. I've set up some wood processing here, and I've connected this contribution to this house, 1 contribution to this house. This house is actually set up for wood processing. So I actually collect logs over here. Is this where I do it? No. Here. This forest here is an ash lumber forest, so I've got a worker who goes over here and collects logs. That's all he does all day. To see your worker list, you click on this little icon down here. This is fairly new to Black Desert, so it may look different in your copy. I'm going to just hit recover all. I've got beer on me, so I'm just going to use the beer to recover all the workers. Donezo. We're going to go to here. The logs that I bring in from this forest, I have a worker collecting logs for me here, so I can get him to start collecting logs. One thing people don't realize is you can change this number, so instead of just getting him to collect 1 log, I can click change, hit F, which is a shortcut for maximum quantity, hit R to go OK, and then I can start work. And now he's started lumbering because I have him all beard up. You can see by the little icon that the work is started, and so he's going to bring over logs. He's going to deposit them here in the Valia warehouse, and then I'm going to click on this house and have wood processing start here. I can craft anything I want here. This is only a level 1 wood processing, so if it was a higher level I would be able to craft other things, but what I've been crafting with these is just some pieces of plywood, which actually you can sell on the market, or you can use to build other things, that sort of thing. So I'm going to manage crafting, and we're going to see if I wanted to build any of these other types of boxes, I would need to build this timber crate first. However, since I've built 1 ash plywood before, now I can actually go ahead and build 5 ash plywoods. And once again, I'm going to change, and I'm going to use the max quantity, which is 5. So this dude can do this 5 times, and you can see I've got 259 ash planks to create into plywood. So I'm going to start the work right away, and we're going to right now starting. There he goes. So another thing I can do is I have a shipyard here. As you can see, I can create, because it's a level 1, I can create a ferry or a raft. This whole operation I'm going to end up moving over to Etheria because there is a shipyard there that is actually a level 2 shipyard, so I can build other things. And we can see the shipyard here is level 2, and at level 2 I can create fishing boats. So I can create the ferry, which I already have. So I'm going to move my whole operation over here really soon, and I'll be getting my guys to create fishing boats. And I can easily recover all of the contribution I've invested in this town, and just by clicking on it and selling it, click sale, and I will get all the contribution back that I invested. There's no penalty for taking it. You just get it right back. So it's a true investment. You just put it in, take it out. It's very easy to use. But for now, I'm stuck with either creating a raft or a ferry. So if I click on Manage Crafting, you can see I've completed creating all of the materials except for the ash tree sap. So I'm going to select one of my workers, which is automatically selected. You can look at the workers and the stats and see what they have. I'm not building anything too crazy like weapons or anything like that. So if you did have a guy who's really good at building weapons, he has a chance of building a better weapon. So you definitely want to look at those stats when you're doing something like that. But for this, it doesn't really matter. So for this ash tree sap, again, I'm going to click change. I'm going to hit F and then R. Now he's going to build it 5 times, which is all I need. He's going to start work, and it's going to take 21 minutes, and away he goes. Once this is done, this registration slip will show up in my warehouse. So yeah, got to make sure that there's room in your warehouse for what you're building to show up into. Also, all the materials that you are using to build with must be in your warehouse as well. So you can see it's really important to get your contribution up quickly. You can use it to invest in nodes, invest in personal housing, to invest in crafting with workers, and it's a really, really important thing to have a lot of contribution in, and the only way you can get that is by questing. So go out there and do some quests. You can do things like rent items, for example. This container that I use, you've seen me use in videos, that actually acts as a portal to this warehouse. That's 10 contribution points. Also, you can rent some items from other NPCs, such as earrings, 3 contribution points. So there's a lot you can do with the contribution. I suggest you go out there and explore what's available for you, what your options are with the NPCs. And but for now, thank you so much for watching this video. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/thepaindog. Click that button right there, and you'll be taken to the next video, part 2, all about energy /vigor.